Welcome back, everyone.
What is up, you guys?
What's up, you guys?
Hey guys, welcome.
Welcome to VGRx, Video Game Pharmacy, your weekly dose of video game news and knowledge. And
Welcome to another episode of VGRx, your weekly dose of video game knowledge, know-how, news, and anything else we decide we want to talk about that day.
Thanks for joining us again. Welcome to VGRx. This is your weekly dose of video game news and insight.
To Video Game Pharmacy, your weekly dose of video game news and banter.
The pharmacy is now open.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. This is VGRx, your weekly dose of video game news, insight, banter, trivia, hopefully today. And I'm back, too.
Yes!
I wasn't here last week.
I know.
Nice to be back. Nice to see you guys. Scott's here today.
It was lonely. Hello.
Hey, man. What's up? And Zach's here as well.
hey,
And maybe a fourth chair later in the show.
Potentially.
I'm Brittin, if I didn't say that already.
Hello, Brittin.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for being here.
Totally.
On time.
Yep.
And punctual.
Anytime. Are
Absolutely.
you insinuating anything?
I would never
All right.
insinuate anything.
I knew that.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
you were gone for a week.
I was.
Why were you gone for a week?
I went to the happiest place on earth.
I was going to say something, but then I realized maybe I shouldn't. Anyway,
Okay.
continue. Where were you at?
I went to Disneyland.
Nice.
I'm going to Disneyland.
Do you go to Disneyland a lot? A lot more than most
I try.
people.
Certainly try.
What is it about Disneyland that you just like?
Well, I have 3 little girls,
Okay.
and you may say, cool, take the kids to Disneyland. Sounds like a fun family trip. But honestly, it's as much for my wife and I as it is for the kids. We're huge Disney fans. We went to Disneyland or Disney World every year for like the first 5 years after we got married.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, up until we started having kids.
So this is like something that you normally do.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
And then we took a couple years off, and when the kids were old enough, we started going again. Pretty
Nice.
much every year.
That sounds awesome. I've
great.
only ever been to Disneyland once in my life, so
Has it been a little while?
I think it was 2014 or 15 when I
Yeah.
went last. So
Okay.
it's been a hot second,
Not
but
that long.
It was in like the middle of October.
Yeah.
So like kids were in school and stuff like that, and it was pretty great because it was really hot for an October day, and
Yeah.
basically it was just me and my friends who had the entire theme park to ourselves. There were like no lines.
Yep.
It was fantastic.
It's never like that anymore.
I know.
You can go any time of year now, and it's crazy.
I believe it.
We went, winter, end
Mm-hmm.
of February, early March, during school days, and it was just
Still
packed.
crazy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely packed.
Tell me what was your favorite thing? What was the best part?
The best part,
Yeah.
I'm exaggerating slightly,
Was
but the
coming
best
home?
part is something I
Oh.
want to tell you about that happened on the plane on the way to Disneyland.
Okay.
And it has nothing to do with Disney.
Okay.
But it's absolutely mind blowing.
Okay, hit
And
me
you're not
with it.
you're not gonna believe me, but I'm
Did
gonna
you
tell
get
you
first
anyway.
class for
No,
the whole family?
No, this is way cooler than
Oh,
that.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, getting upgraded to first class is pretty nifty.
Just wait till you hear this.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm listening.
All right. So we're on the plane, and my wife looks a couple rows up. I'm on one side of the aisle. She's on the other side. She looks a couple rows up, and she sees somebody playing a video game on their laptop.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, somebody's playing a Nintendo game up there. I can't tell what it is. Hey, we got a guest.
Yeah,
Dan's
yeah,
here.
our
Dan,
guest.
plug in. We'll see you in a second.
Yeah. Continue.
So somebody's playing a game a couple rows up. I can't see it from my seat. She can see it from her seat.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, what is it? She's like, I don't know. It could be Mario or something. I can't really
If
see it
it's
very
Tetris
well.
99, I swear to God.
Well, you'd need, I guess there's Wi-Fi on planes. So
Yeah,
it's a
there is.
possibility. It's not Tetris 99.
Okay, good.
So I didn't think too much of it. Waited a little bit. I got up to use the bathroom a little while later. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to check this game out, see what this dude's playing up here, because it's Nintendo, and I got to know.
Yeah.
And I look up there, a couple rows up, and this guy's on his laptop with a controller. And guess what he's playing?
I don't know.
Super Mario
He's
Maker.
playing Zelda 2, The Adventure
Oh
of Link
my
on the
God.
airplane on his
Wow.
laptop.
Okay,
So
he's
great.
running around.
The only thing that could have made it better is if he was playing on his Switch. So he was pirating this game.
Damn.
How dare he? Shame on him.
Yeah.
But Zelda 2 in the wild, man, that doesn't happen.
Was
The
it
rest of the
made you
trip was just downhill from there. That was
Yo,
the highlight for
I
sure.
saw this guy playing Zelda 2.
Yeah.
The rest of the trip was crap though, but that was really cool.
I thought real gamers were dead, but they're right up
They're
there in
there.
the wild.
They
Yes.
exist.
This
Hey,
guy.
who's that? Who
Hey,
just
Dan.
sat down?
yo, what's up?
You look
Oh.
cold, man.
I am cold.
It's chilly.
Yeah,
It's
I was gonna say that
snowing.
might not work too well with the whole thing over your mouth.
yeah. How does it sound?
It doesn't.
It doesn't, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't sound.
Really?
It's a Sub-Zero cosplay.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
hey. So because you weren't here last week, we kind of talked about
Wait.
it a little bit. What?
There's one more thing about
Yeah.
Disneyland
Oh,
I
yeah,
have to
hit
tell
me.
you. Can
Hit
I
me
have,
with it.
can I have 2 more minutes?
Absolutely.
All right, check this out, Scott. I already kind of told Zach and Dan a little bit about this. I haven't seen you yet. The first
Yeah.
time I've seen you since I've been back. There's a new nighttime show at Disneyland.
Okay.
And
Oh, yeah.
have you heard of Disney or Mickey's Mix Magic? This new show.
No.
Okay. This show is
Uh-huh.
custom made for you.
For me.
For you personally.
Oh.
Let me ask you a couple
It's
questions.
actually in the program notes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay,
they
cool.
spell it out in fireworks in the sky.
Wow.
We love you, Scotty.
Dang. Why am I not gaining royalties from this?
I know, not yet.
Dang.
Listen to this.
Okay, hit me with it.
Do you like raves?
I could consider myself a lover of raves.
Do
yes.
you like electronic dance music?
I like to indulge myself in the electronic techno.
Do
every
you
once in a while.
like
Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Mouse
Uh,
and Disney?
I mean, I guess so.
What about Frozen?
Do you like Frozen?
Yeah, it's my jam.
Combine all of these things into one.
Okay.
And you have Disney's new nighttime show.
So
Mickey's
it's a
Mix
rave
Magic.
where Elsa dresses up as Mickey Mouse and listens to electronic
That's
dance
exactly right.
music. Nice.
So they took a bunch of classic and more modern Disney tracks, like
Okay.
Let It Go, of course, is one of them. You got I Want to Be Like You from the Jungle Book.
Okay.
Aristocats are in there.
Wow.
And
like that.
yeah, and they EDM'd up all these classic tracks.
Does Skrillex play live?
I don't know who made this
Every
music, but it's
single
good.
day.
It's good.
I was gonna say he flies.
He's on the
in.
roof of the castle.
Yeah. I just see him with like half of his hair like covered in his face, like going crazy,
It's
like
part
let
of
it
his
go.
nighttime routine before he goes to bed.
It makes sense. It makes sense. That sounds awesome, actually.
So they all of Main Street, they
Okay.
put projectors in all the windows and they project images across the street. So every building on Main Street has images projected on it. There's equalizers, there's characters, there's all kinds of light effects. There's lasers that go all the way from the Main Street train station to the castle, all the way down Main Street.
Wow.
There's searchlights in the sky all around Main Street and around the big courtyard in front of the castle. There's projections on the front of the castle and on the Matterhorn of characters and equalizers and all this other stuff.
It's starting to
The
sound like
music is-
EDC.
The music is so loud and awesome.
Oh,
And they make it snow all the way down Main Street.
That's so legit, dude.
that sounds legit.
you are
awesome.
no matter where you are in the front side of the park, you are immersed in this show.
I'm gonna
There's
have
no
to.
bad seats.
I'm gonna have to definitely like go to YouTube and check this
You
out.
should. I've got a video I can show
You're
you.
gonna
But
have
you
to
can
go
probably
to
find
Disneyland
better.
and check it
You
out,
really,
probably.
you should get immersed in it.
Hey, can I go to Disneyland with you next time? Can I be your son?
Let's see. Can you fit in my suitcase?
Sure.
Then maybe.
What if I pay for my own everything and I just go with you?
Yeah, sure. We
Sweet.
can just hang.
Sounded very
down.
Cool.
reluctant.
I'm down. We're not actually going to follow up on this, right? This is just for the show.
That's what you think.
That's what you think.
What am I committing to
I'd
here?
totally be down to go to Disneyland. Well, hey.
You got to see that show.
Okay.
It'll
I'll
be
check
going
it
on
out.
for a while. Make it a point to get there in the next few years and check
Make
it out.
it a point to go to Disneyland.
I mean, you go to raves every year.
That's true.
This could be like
I go
one
to
of your,
EDC
this could
every
be one of
year.
your raves, man.
It could be.
I bet they have some kind of like rave enthusiast gathering there at some point for this.
Oh, what
There's all kinds of like unofficial events at Disneyland.
that is
people
actually the
organize.
reason I went to Disneyland because it was
There you
Raver
go.
Day at Disneyland.
That's a thing.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It was a thing.
They're gonna
So
eat this show up.
It was super cool seeing like all these ravers like walking around with candy and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Hey, we're getting off topic. This show's
Yeah.
about video games,
Fine.
not
It's
raving.
about Disneyland
Sorry.
and raving too.
all I
My
got.
bad. Wrong show.
Video
I'm on the wrong
games
show.
and video game trivia.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, you weren't here last week.
That's right.
So we kind of touched base on a couple big things. First of all, Regie Fils-Aime retiring was one of those things, and then the Pokemon Direct. I don't know if you
Yeah.
watched the Pokemon Direct at all.
Of course I did.
I'm sure
I
you've
watched
seen
it in Disneyland.
Oh, okay, cool.
It helped that it was at 5 a.m., so I wasn't in the middle of a park or anything.
Cool.
I could just wake up
6
early that day.
a.m.
Yeah, something like that.
It was 6. I
Yeah,
remember.
Brittin.
I woke up for it.
Yeah,
All right,
Brittin, get on the
fine.
ball,
Get your
okay?
facts straight.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So hit us with some of your thoughts about both of these things.
Hey, we skipped trivia.
Oh my god.
I was trying to figure out how to slip it in.
Sorry, I just had to be blunt about it.
Okay, Zach,
And then my thoughts.
what's the trivia from last week?
You know what? There's so many times I mess it up.
Uh-huh.
You can't be bummed that I actually have it and then you skipped it.
He's prepared.
I'm bummed
Take
because I've
advantage.
said the same thing 3 times.
All right. What was the first company to be credited for commercially selling a video game of any kind?
I don't even remember what my answer was.
I'm pretty sure my answer was Atari.
I think all you guys said.
Knowing
Atari.
that it almost definitely is
Including
actually wrong
Kitty.
because this sounds like the type of thing where there's another company that probably
So, the company right before Atari is called Nutting Associates.
I'm sorry, excuse me?
Nutting Associates.
Don't draw attention.
Yeah.
Move on.
Sold a coin operated video game called Computer Space in 1971. It was created by Nolan Bushnell and Ted Dabney, who went on to form Atari.
Nolan
They knew what
Bushnell,
they were doing.
The man.
That sounds awesome.
So sort of kind of Atari, but
Yeah, it was a
not-
company
not
before
actually
Atari. Yeah, it was a company
yeah.
before Atari.
And it was
so-
co-op, so this is like basically an arcade machine.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
Nifty.
Never played it. You
Well,
guys
hey,
might be surprised.
So
I've
we
never played
hit
it,
up a
even though I'm
couple
old.
pretty big things.
Yeah, we.
last week.
Dan will take over.
Okay,
Right?
cool.
So first off, there's the Pokemon Direct, which was, I mean, I was excited about that. And
Yeah.
also, Regie from Nintendo of America announced his retirement.
Love the man.
So your thoughts on each of these things?
Yeah, let's start with Regie because we
Wait,
can
Scott,
be concise
Scott,
there.
I think we need to. Okay. Anyway, I sorry, I had to interrupt one more time.
Hey Scott, what you doing over there?
Oh,
Okay.
We'll go on without you.
Pokemon and Regie.
Yeah,
Brittin, you have the floor.
Reggie is one of the most amazing executive people at a company that I've ever witnessed in my lifetime. He had so much charisma and so much just likability. You don't see that from company executives, really. Even within video game companies. I mean, there's notable names, but when these
but, like-
people take the stage, it's usually like, oh, they're spouting numbers or they're just talking up their company.
One of the things that comes to mind for me is like Steve Jobs from Apple,
Sure.
who is a huge name and immediately recognizable anytime you see him in something. And like still, Reggie definitely outdid Steve Jobs when it
Absolutely.
comes to personability, while in such a like an official, professionally produced thing.
Yeah. I honestly think it comes from a place of actually genuinely loving and believing in what he was selling. When you watch him in interviews, he never hesitates, even for a half a second, to give a heartfelt answer to any question that's asked of him about Nintendo. Because he eats, sleeps, and breathes Nintendo, and he just knows it inside and out, and he actually loves and believes in the product. So in interviews, he would just, he'd rattle off these responses that just gave so much light to what was going on at the company, how he felt about being there, and he's a magical man. I love him. I'm going to miss him. It's funny to talk about somebody like this in light of them retiring, because usually when something like this happens, it's because somebody has passed away or left companies for other reasons. He's going to go spend time with his family, which is awesome. But us, as the people that have been watching him as the face of the company for 15-ish years now, we're going to miss seeing him in directs and stuff like that.
Maybe we just run into him on the street at some point.
That'd be cool.
We're,
I mean,
we're in the right area of the world
We're
for
in the
that.
zone. That's true. I imagine he'll stay around here, probably.
Yeah.
I remember last week we brought up that this won't be the last time we're going to see him. I'm pretty sure we'll hear some news out of him. Maybe we'll see him at events.
Yeah.
because like you say, he genuinely loves Nintendo. Like it's
True.
such a huge part of his life. I don't see him just disappearing. You know?
Jeff Keighley, formerly on Twitter, gave him a unconditional and permanent invitation to the Game Awards every year, which is cool.
That's cool.
So maybe he'll show up there just for fun, at least as an attendee,
almost
if not
definitely.
a stage presence.
I mean-
Because he's been a regular there every year, basically, since
someone
it
like
started.
that doesn't just disappear from a scene entirely.
Right.
Like that, if they do, like you have to try almost.
Also, they've done tournaments like Smash tournaments, the Nintendo World Championships. It'd be really cool to get him back on stage for some of those in the future at Nintendo
yeah, at
events.
this point, he's full time retired celebrity, I guess.
Yeah. So where this leaves us is we've got a new president of Nintendo America, Doug Bowser.
Doug
Bowser, the man himself.
How could you get any more perfect?
I know,
honestly?
it works.
Like,
It works.
do you think they plan that out? They're like, okay, someday when Reggie retires,
Yeah.
we're gonna hire this guy, Doug Bowser,
I love it.
to be the head of Nintendo of America.
Yeah, it worked out well.
Wow.
It's one less notable name on direct presentations and E3 events and stuff like that. So I'm gonna miss the Triforce, if you will, of Miyamoto, Iwata, and Reggie. They put on some absolutely fantastic presentations at E3 and during Nintendo Directs. So the way that Nintendo shares news with fans is going to change probably dramatically going forward. In the past year or so, it's really just been kind of like bullet points of information. They're still fast and entertaining enough to watch, but they don't have like that charm and humor that they used to have. So that's probably what I'll miss most.
Yeah, that I understand that. I'm sure that the current team, I guess, will put together a really effective way to communicate that information in a way that works for them too.
That's true. And we
So-
don't know what we'll see from Doug Bowser. Maybe he's a charismatic guy that'll be cool on stage. Koizumi has been doing a lot of the presentation work during directs, and he seems like a genuine guy too. So
I still think they'll make it entertaining as always.
yeah,
honestly,
I think Nintendo's in good hands.
Yeah. I don't worry about the future of Nintendo and directs and stuff like
Especially
that.
not
Right.
after putting out another Pokemon Direct.
Yes,
Since that makes so much money for them.
that
true.
was a pretty hype direct because we thought it was going to be like a bunch of like re-releases of games and then like maybe a blip like a title, but no,
Yeah.
they gave us like gameplay
Yep.
and footage.
They just called it a Pokemon Direct.
They-
No more details.
Yep,
So
it was
we
just
had no
Pokemon
idea
Direct.
What to expect.
So
Yeah, and that and we talked about this last week a bit, but like Sun and Moon didn't go through a whole lot in their first release,
Right.
or in their first teaser, I guess. So the fact that this was basically 100% new Pokemon was really cool.
They
Yeah.
didn't waste any time.
Nope.
Yeah, they cut straight into a trailer and
Yep.
they gave us our new starters. Pretty much all of the initial information you would want from
Yeah,
a Pokemon
and
announcement.
I think that this stuff usually comes out pretty quickly after the first Direct.
Yeah.
I'd have to go back and double check, obviously, but
Yeah.
but it was cool to get it all in one go.
Yeah, totally. In 7 minutes, no less. It's impressive.
Yeah.
how'd you feel about the new? I know you're not a huge Pokemon guy, but how'd you feel about like the starters and the setting and stuff like that?
Starters are cool.
Okay.
Sobble, man, all the way.
Yeah,
No
I know.
contest.
That's
Sobble's real popular.
The other two
Yeah.
are cool, but instantly Sobble was my
I'm
guy.
all about that monkey Pokemon.
Are you?
Yeah,
Grookey.
that's very me.
I've
Yeah,
been
okay.
That's very me.
I
I've
like
been
that.
seeing a lot of like fan art of like second and third evolution forms, and they're pretty legit.
They always are though. Like,
Yeah.
you can go back and you can find some cool fan art of the last few generations of Pokemon,
It's funny because like
and
seeing
their hypothetical
yeah.
evolutions.
But they look so like Nintendo could have made it and put it in the game.
Yeah.
Some good
They're
artists out
they're
there.
spot on. I'm normally I normally play the guy character in the game,
Right.
But I keep on seeing fan art of like the Scottish female character, and all I want to do is like just play as her, and because people are like making her super Scottish and no one understands what she's saying.
I have seen so much.
Yeah.
So many memes of. So on Reddit, I follow the Scottish people Twitter
yeah.
subreddit, which is it's just tweets by Scottish people, but they like spell out words differently to
Yeah.
like give off the Scottish accent. Some of them are almost completely indecipherable.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Like you read it, and you're like, all of these things look like they should be words, but not a single one of these is a word.
Yeah.
But then you can kind of like figure it out. And it's been those coupled with this girl, and some of them have been like written to be Pokemon, and it's hilarious.
How do we know she's Scottish?
We don't.
We
She's
don't.
got a plaid skirt, I think, right?
Yeah.
Other than that,
the very
though,
first big topic people talked about was like, oh, well, this is the UK, and you have this girl, but like, what's her accent going to be?
right.
And Scottish is what people settled
Yeah.
on.
I think
immediately,
the
I
biggest
guess.
thing was her hat resembles like an
Yeah.
old Scottish golfing hat.
and
Yeah,
like
okay.
her outfit seems like more like cold weather gear.
Yeah. So,
Ooh, we're
it-
gonna get a golf mini game. In
oh
Pokemon?
god, I hope not.
Bring
What
it
if we
on.
get a golf Pokemon?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Golf ball and clubs.
I love it.
Oh my god.
What would his attacks be? Oh,
Let's
that's
not.
easy.
So are you
Ooh.
gonna play this?
For
Yes.
sure. Yeah.
You are?
Oh,
Looks
you
awesome.
are? Okay,
Yeah, can't
cool.
wait. You know I loved Let's Go, even though it was different.
Garbage?
It was
Oh, yeah,
basic,
sorry, yeah, it
and
was
it was
different.
pared down. I still really enjoyed it.
I
Part
really-
of that's because I don't play Pokemon very often, so when I do, it's pretty easy for me to get
And
into it.
this is a big step, for Pokemon. This is the first Pokemon on like a proper console
Yep.
since the Pokemon Coliseum games,
Which
were
aren't proper
niche
Pokemon
games in their own right.
Right.
So yeah, it's one of those things where like taking part, even if it's not something you ended up enjoying that much,
Yeah.
it's a big cultural moment.
It's kind of a
for
double-edged
gamers.
sword too, though, because of all those things you just named, I expected more. I kind of expected it to be the fully 3D environments that we've never gotten before, and there's hints of that in the trailer, but I don't know that that's actually what this game is going to be.
I
Still
don't
seems
think
like
it will be.
not necessarily fixed camera angles, but cameras that sort of follow you and pan around, rather than a fully controllable 3D camera and environment,
Right.
which is fine.
I think it'll be a while before Pokemon gets to that.
Yeah.
They move slowly. They'll introduce new features and gimmicks and things in any given generation, but
Yeah.
like they don't push far.
I know, but because
everything
this
that
is-
they do is stuff that's very safe to do.
Yeah, but because this is a jump to console, because it's been a while
Yeah.
since the last proper entry.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a new start almost for the series in a lot of ways. I expected a
Yeah.
little more than that. A little more of a departure than that from previous entries.
Well, we still have a lot of time and a lot more things to see.
Yeah, it's true.
So-
And they can't alienate longtime fans either by making it a completely different series all in one shot like that. So
I don't mean to push this conversation
that's fine.
past Pokemon.
Actually,
but
we're going to talk about Pokemon for the rest of the episode.
Dan, you're here. I wouldn't put it past you, to be completely honest.
we can move on.
But we have things on our docket.
Yeah, we do.
yeah.
One of them is big, and it's at the bottom, and we'll talk about it later. But
Nice tease for everyone.
first things first,
Okay, what you
the
got?
Division 2 beta.
Yes. So I put this on here.
Okay.
Played it when I give my 2 cents on it. Have you guys?
So you have played it.
I played the beta.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Have you guys played the Division? at all?
Nope.
You
I
haven't.
played the Division 1 beta
Okay.
before that was even a full game, basically.
Nice.
Yeah.
So most people know the storyline, the setting. It's post-apocalyptic. There's a plague that went around, wiped out most of the population.
Wasn't this in Dubai or something like that?
The first one was based in New York.
What am I thinking of?
Yeah,
well, thank you for explaining that because I actually didn't know those things because I've never played it or even paid any attention to it.
Cool.
So that was good.
So basically, there's a plague that wiped out the population, and then there's these division agents that are trying to group people up, save the world, just be the good guys. The first one's set in New York, and then this one's set in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
Same gameplay. They added some different features, but the biggest thing about it is the game setting and where it takes place. So New York, very linear, kind of like settings on the streets, alleyways, not much to do tactical wise, gameplay wise, but this one it's very open. The world is completely different. So you can like now flank people. They added like new game mechanics. So they added like suppression and different. Yeah. It's just really good.
Are they tripling down on like teamwork, which was a big emphasis in the first game? Can you tell from the beta?
It's more fluid now.
Okay.
So you can go at it alone. It's not like a lot of the end game stuff in the first division was very you have to team up with a group to be able to do it.
That's kind of how they always sold the game or pitched the game to begin with, was like you're
Yeah.
going to be communicating a lot. You're
Yeah.
going to be shouting out where you are, where you need to be, all these.
And you
different
can
things.
do it, and they do say it's there, but it's much more fluid than saying like you have to have somebody.
I appreciate that.
Now the difficulty level like has spiked, so even fighting the level 2, level 3 guys can be difficult. But then again, it is only the beta, so they might adjust those
Yeah.
in which way it goes. But the looting system, the menu system, everything about it I feel like is improved from the first division.
All right.
Yeah,
Is this a bullet sponge game?
yeah,
It
absolutely.
is.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And that's typically how looter shooters work.
yeah, but this
right?
is set in a at least moderately realistic setting. So I wondered if
is.
it would be different. This
Well-
isn't Anthem or Borderlands or Destiny, where there's a reason things could soak up 1 billion bullets.
Yeah.
Are there story conceits for why that is?
No.
You
It's
could just shoot a guy in the head 5 times.
It's a
and
looter
he's-
shooter, and
Yeah.
you do a lot more damage when you do get those headshots.
Okay.
The gameplay is very different, but if you had realistic like bullet damage or realistic gameplay like you did in say like Arma or Rainbow Six, that
Yep.
kind of thing, this would be a completely different game. And I
Right.
think the story for like the storyline for the game would be completely different. It
And-
would have
okay.
to be.
And I think that, Arma tier realism when it comes to like gunfights and stuff, just it's cool for an experience like Arma, but it doesn't really make for fun gameplay in its own right. I think you need to either go out of your way to be really simulationist like Arma is, or you need a really good reason for that to be the way that it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean,
fair.
it's like its own style of gameplay with the cover system and the bullet sponge and the way weapon damage and weapon levels are accumulated and increases as you go up in level.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's really good.
This space is getting pretty crowded, you guys. The whole,
Looter shooter.
I guess that works, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Looter
That's what
shooter.
they're being called.
Bullet sponge looter
That's-
shooter.
I
Is that a
haven't
term? You didn't
I
just
haven't
make that
seen
up?
the term until the last few months where these games have been coming out.
Okay.
I'm sure it existed before that, but I haven't played the games, so.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
But I don't think it existed when Borderlands
kind of
was hitting the
kind of
scene.
created this formula.
Right,
Yeah.
and I don't know about created, but it built on stuff like Diablo and just put it into a guns.
Diablo's not a
environment.
shooter.
No, and that's what I'm saying is.
Can
but
you think of something that predates Borderlands? Just out of curiosity.
as far as
Looter shooters.
like a game with RPG mechanics and guns in it.
And leveling.
And
Yeah.
leveling,
and
all of that.
Loot is an emphasis.
So like an
I can't-
RPG.
I can't think of any.
I can't.
really
I'm
can't,
pretty
yeah.
sure
Whatever.
Borderlands was the first one that did this particular combination.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's Diablo just with guns
I guess so.
to reduce it a lot.
Yeah, right. Fair enough.
But
Are you gonna play it? Are you
It's
gonna buy
really
this
good.
game?
I think I'm gonna buy it. Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm gonna run through it by myself. Now, I mean, with that, it is beta. I did see a bunch of glitches. They weren't huge. Like I ran into like an audio glitch. There was one where you walk into like a safe house and all the real players in there were floating. So there's a few in there, but the game ran really well. It seems like it was a huge beta, so it was like 44 gigs.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I think a lot of the game was there. They had it locked down to a certain area. It was like the White House and like the area to the right of it.
Okay.
But so far it seems like it's gonna be really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of monuments to find in this game.
Oh yeah.
Like Fallout 3, which also took place in the DC area.
Yeah, there's a few times where I walked into like an area or like an opening or clearing. It says, "Hey, press this button to look at this monument."
Oh sure. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
That's fun.
Yep.
Cool. When does it come out? It's soon, right?
March 22nd.
Cool. You
Yeah.
won't have to wait long. That's
No.
very soon. That's
It's
like
very
2
soon.
weeks.
Yeah, very soon.
Okay,
Yep.
right on. Cool. We've got a list of all the free games coming to
We
all
do.
3 major platforms over the next month throughout March. You want to run through them?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
So PS Plus games for March, and one of these things I didn't know. So we have two. So we
Mhm.
have The Witness, and then we have Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered.
Yep.
But I didn't know that we're getting more cloud storage.
Yeah.
Which is expanding from 10 gigs to 100 gigs.
That's right. I don't know that that's hugely important. It's basically just for save files, right? What else
I
is
would
cloud
have to
storage used
assume
for?
because I am struggling right now with storing games on my PS4.
Yeah,
I
but,
am
but
struggling
right,
so
this has
hard.
nothing to do with hard drive space and storing actual game data. It's
Yeah, I
just
don't- yeah.
it's maybe downloadable add-on content, and then it's save files and stuff. 100 gigs is a lot if that's all it is.
Yeah.
But people play a lot of games, so if you have hundreds of save files from hundreds of different games,
Yeah.
I guess you could get past 10 gigs pretty easily.
You can also just buy like any kind of portable hard drive and then just plug it into the back of your console.
Then you've
be
got
good to
like
go.
a weird amalgamation of multiple
whatever.
boxes tethered together. I did it with the
Whatever.
Wii U, and it was hideous, and I'm glad I don't have to
Do
go
you
back
pick
to that.
up your PlayStation or Xbox One a lot? No. Yeah.
I actually swapped out the hard drive in my PS4
Wow,
when
did
I
you?
first bought
You're a
it.
pro.
Yeah.
Wow.
They make it easy. You're supposed to be able to do it. You just throw any laptop hard drive in there.
I think I need to do that.
Yeah, it's easy.
I think every other day I am deleting and installing a different like
That's
game.
annoying.
Yeah,
That'll get old real
I
fast.
I remember trying to get an external hard drive hooked up, I think, to the Wii U.
Oh yeah.
And just, I think I got like halfway through the process and then gave up.
That
I
was
like,
the only way to
this
do
is
it on Wii
just
U.
not-
You could put an
this is not
SD
worth
card
it.
in there, which at the time
Right.
maxed out at like 64 gigs.
Yeah.
Or you could hook up an external, which I did. I got it to work, but it was cumbersome.
So we have games with gold for March, which is Xbox.
Which is pretty disappointing.
You have Super Bomberman,
Uh-huh.
Adventure Time, Pirates of the Enchiridion,
Yar.
Star Wars Republic Commando,
Uh-huh.
which has a fond place in my heart, Plants vs Zombies, Garden Warfare 2, and then Metal Gear Rising Revengeance on
Yeah.
360.
These are like the most pathetic.
You know what?
You don't
free
like any of these games?
No. What game do you like?
So
Nothing.
Plants vs Zombies, a lot of people love.
Yeah, that's true.
Great. It's an app. I can play it on my phone.
If you say
Is it
any
an
game
app?
you can play on your phone is not a real game, that's not fair. You
No.
can play Final Fantasy VII on your phone. Is it an app?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
It is
we have
indeed,
different standards.
indeed an app. But what I'm saying is the game started out as an app. It's just like
No, it didn't.
What?
Plants vs Zombies, the original, was
Yeah.
an Xbox 360
Yep.
launched, or it launched on the arcade.
That's true.
Xbox Live Arcade.
Yep.
Are you sure about that?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It may
both
have
of you
been
guys.
ported to.
Hey, can you stop
iOS,
ganging
but-
up on me? Okay,
No,
look,
absolutely not.
first,
Straighten
Somebody,
you out.
somebody
let
has
me just
to.
let me just throw out false information, okay? So people side with me.
We do let you do that plenty, but we have to call you out on
Wow.
it sometimes.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna shut up then.
Sorry, did you say
Oh, I'm
you said
sorry,
Plants
man.
vs Zombies hit Xbox first?
No, Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare. It's
Oh,
it's a
got it.
shooter.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
team-based shooter.
All
I
right,
was gonna
so
say Plants vs Zombies was a PC game.
Oh, is
but-
that what you were confused about,
Yeah,
Scotty?
I was saying Plants vs Zombies.
Okay, well, this isn't that. This is a
Yeah.
shooter based
I know.
in that universe.
I know which one this one
Okay.
is.
Yeah,
All right.
Plants vs Zombies still was PC first on Steam.
Was it?
Yep.
There you go.
all right, so
Mm.
Nintendo Online NES games for March. You got Star Tropics and
Yeah.
then Kid Icarus.
Yeah, these are classics. I'm excited about this.
You,
I
you were
wanna-
talking about Kid Icarus a few weeks ago, right?
We were talking about the 3DS iteration in the series.
I really want a new Kid Icarus
cool.
game so badly.
Hey, he can revisit the classics, man. Now's the time.
It's
a cool game.
Probably.
It hasn't aged all that well, but it's still fun to revisit.
It's definitely one of those like you get hit once, you start at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
I hate those kind of games so much.
Yeah, I think you could take a couple hits, but it is hard. I mean, it's old school hard NES platformer kind of thing.
Ugh.
Star Tropics. You guys know what that is?
No.
I don't know.
It's like a tropical action RPG, kind of in the vein of Zelda. And the one thing I remember about this game is when you bought it on NES, in the box, it came with a cloth map. And there was a puzzle in the game that related to that map. And to solve the puzzle, you had to immerse the map in water for something to appear on it. And there was clues in the game that indicated that's what you needed to do, but it was tough to figure out. I read about it in Nintendo Power. I never actually played the game, but
I mean, that's like
it's pretty cool.
What's the game? Oh, I'm blanking on this. This is an easy one. The one that had you pull the cartridge like half out or something. I think that was.
Oh, I know what you're
that
talking
Are you
was-
talking about Metal Gear?
Metal Gear
Yes.
Solid does some things like that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, where they make you pull out or like unhook your controller and take out your memory
Right.
card, stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Times
what
where
you're
it makes you think that the system has reset.
talking about. Yeah.
Stuff like
Uh-huh.
that. Yeah, Kojima's crafty
Hey,
like
can
that.
I take us back real quick? Do you guys remember
Do
the
it.
memory card that you would have to get for the PS2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
sure.
still have one.
I have
Do you?
several.
Yeah,
Can you bring that in like next week so I can see it? I
sure.
wanna have
You know they were on
flashbacks.
PS1 also, right?
Yeah,
And
but
you could
I
put the
also have
PS1
PlayStation 1.
memory
I do.
cards into a
I do
PS2.
too.
I was like little though. I don't remember.
Yeah, fair enough.
Do I bring in a GameCube
You know,
memory
I'll just,
card for you
I
too?
can
Sure,
go through
yeah.
all my stuff and I can just grab a whole bunch of old gaming stuff. Like I haven't gotten rid of any of it. I'm terrible at that.
These cards were like 2 to 8 megabytes.
Yeah.
Yo.
in size.
Tiny.
Yeah.
So I bought the white memory card for the GameCube that had like I don't know over 100 megs on it, and we thought that was mind blowing.
That would be mind blowing. Are you sure it was that
Yeah,
big?
it
That's
was huge.
for the
I'll
time.
have to put it in my GameCube and see how much memory is on it.
Yeah.
But I remember like it being over 100 megs or like 64 megs at least,
Yeah.
and like that was mind blowing back in the day. And now we're like, oh yeah, this flash drive has a terabyte on it. Yeah, whatever.
That's like one save file. These
Yeah,
days,
exactly.
100 megabytes.
and that I remember that memory card being like $50.
Oh yeah, no
and
doubt.
now you can buy like a terabyte thumb drive for like $5.
I don't know that that's exactly accurate, but I see your point.
You should go to like any office store, and I'm sure you'll find like a dumb toe,
Dumb toe.
a dumb
My
toe
favorite
flash
brand.
drive.
So that's a reference to our flash drive that we have on the
We
show.
have it's a
Oh.
toe.
It's literally a toe.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen
Here,
it.
let me pull it out for
No,
you.
that thing's
wait.
disgusting. You said you were never going to use that again.
I
'cause it
never
grossed you
wanted
out.
to, but he keeps bringing it. What am I supposed to
It's
do?
a severed toe, and it looks so real.
Yeah, it's
and
great,
it
though.
feels real too, and I hate it.
But you have to touch it every week.
Every week I have to put my hands on it. I hate it.
Pull it out of that computer.
I
real
thought about
funny.
it. Never mind.
So next up,
So
we have something that Brittin is probably very excited to talk about.
Pretty excited. I'm just excited to bring it up.
And it is called the Tetris 99 Maximus Cup.
Yeah.
So Brittin,
Super cool. They've announced their first online tournament for Tetris 99.
are you gonna participate?
I'd like to, but I'll tell you in a minute why it's going to be tricky for me.
Okay.
So this event's going to go from March 8th through March 10th, pretty much all day on those days. And the goal during the event is to win first place as many times as possible. They call getting first place during this event a Tetris Maximus. And then at the end of the 2 days, the top 999 players that have gotten the most Tetris Maximuses throughout the event will
Maximi.
get... Yeah, there you go. That's better. We'll get 999 gold coins for the eShop, which is essentially $10 to spend on the eShop. So there's actual prize involved, which I think is super cool. The tricky part is I work both of those days, and it's going to be hard to play a lot. Like people that are going to be able to sit and play all day, those days are probably going to end up winning the tournament.
yeah, but it's March 8th through the 10th though. Does
Yeah.
that give you enough time?
There's a few days, maybe. I'll definitely play during that time and see what I can do.
Yeah.
I got a first place earlier today.
Hey.
I'm up to about 15, I think.
Hey, I want to let you know I was gonna download the game, but
Shut
then
up.
I didn't.
Sorry. I'm sick of you saying you're going to play these
Oh.
games and you never will.
Okay.
Zelda 2. First it was Zelda 2, now it's Tetris 99.
Man,
What's next, man?
I can't believe you just told me that.
I shut you
hurt-
down.
Hurt my. Okay.
What stopped you? What was the problem?
I didn't have Wi-Fi to get.
I didn't have Wi-Fi.
I didn't have
That's the best you
Wi-Fi.
could come up with.
Yeah, well, I was in the bathroom. I was on my Switch.
Oh
and
man,
I was trying.
Is that the only time you pick up your Switch
I
anymore?
was trying to download
He
it.
has it next to his toilet. so
Yeah.
he just
I
picks
mean,
it
it's
up
not a
and-
bad place for it, but still.
Yeah,
Come on,
I was
man.
trying to download it, but then I ran out of Wi-Fi, and then I needed my credit card, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. And so
Wait,
I
so
just
you're
didn't.
not already subscribed to Nintendo Switch Online?
No,
Still haven't
apparently
done
not.
that?
I thought I was, but I guess I'm not.
Dude, with these new additions, Star Tropics, Kid Icarus, we're up to like 45 games. I
Wow,
think.
so
It's a lot.
amazing.
It's a lot
great.
of games. on Wii U.
A lot of NES games
on
you
Wii-
can get for free
Hey.
through a ROM hack.
On Wii and Wii U,
Yeah.
they would have been $5 a pop. Do the math.
Okay.
$20 is a good value. Unless you don't like good games.
I can still get them for free.
It's illegal, Scotty.
You can
And
put
I
you
forbid
can you know the NES Classic?
Yeah,
You can like download ROMs and put it on that
Yeah, I
and
know.
just plug it in.
I know. It's
Then
easy.
you're good to go.
It's
Yeah.
easy. But then
Yeah,
you have
it
to have
is.
wired controllers.
I have a wireless one.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I guess you can.
It's-
Then you have to have a dongle.
No, what? No.
I don't know.
So did you mention
Nice,
did you
thanks,
mention
Zach.
the rewards
We needed that.
for the end of this tournament?
Yeah, I did.
You did.
Yeah. Gold coins.
Moving on.
Dude, I don't think this is legitimate. Like I wanna give it like credence and say, hey, this is like an actual tournament that has like actual like backing and this is good.
Yeah.
But it's not really anything.
It's
You
an online-
don't-
What's a tournament? It's just a
I-
group of
I
players
mean,
competing
I would,
online.
I would say it's something that's organized.
It's maybe not a
you know
major
your
thing.
competitors.
I would
like-
I would compare it to events in so many different games where
Yeah. Would you?
they just say, "Hey, starting at this point, basically keep playing our game the
Yeah.
way that you have been, and
Uh-huh.
we're going to give you free stuff."
Yeah.
Right? Tons of games do that.
And most
the
of
fact
these-
that it's called a tournament, I get what you're saying, and
Yeah.
that is a little bit misleading. But at the same time, I mean, as I'm reading this article, I don't see them call them a tournament. They call it the Maximus Cup Online.
There
Like
you go.
that's, I don't know. That seems reasonable.
In
to
fact,
me.
I don't think anyone said the word tournament until you started
I
talking
know.
about it.
I know. That's why I feel like it is.
Skeptical.
I know.
Okay.
But I don't know.
setting up the straw man and then attacking. him right there.
We're on to you, buddy. I know
Uh,
you hate Tetris 99.
I
but
know.
This is uncalled for.
You know what?
You've gone too far.
I encourage you to play. You
I
try-
will.
you try to win.
I'll-
It'd be
I'll
cool
get
if
back to
we can
you
win
guys.
some money.
I'm wondering how many wins people are going to be able to pull off during this 2-day window.
A lot, probably.
Like, there's going to be some top players that are really good and get tons of wins, but 1,000 is a good number of players, and you think the entire install base, it's just on Switch right now. It's probably not massive, right? The install base of people that are playing this game, maybe 10 million at most. So my odds are decent if I get it, at 10 hours to play during that 2-day period.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That'd be cool. if
I
you
played a
would.
lot of this. I'm up to like 20 hours of this game.
I
I've
actually
played it a lot.
watched it the other day on Twitch. Somebody was playing it. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, this is kind of
You know what annoys me?
What?
On Twitch, Tetris 99 just appears under the name Tetris. It doesn't have its own title. So any game that's Tetris, throughout the entire history of Tetris, if it's streamed on Twitch, is under the name Tetris. It's stupid. This is different.
Forgive me for laughing. That's just, I don't know why that upsets you.
Just lump everything. It's like if you took every game in a series. Like if a
I
new
would-
Zelda came
honestly-
out, every Zelda game was just under The Legend of Zelda
Honestly,
on
having
Twitch.
spent time on Twitch, that would be lovely.
Really?
I would love to. Like maybe
Not as a streamer
maybe
though, because
have-
then you're just getting lumped in with thousands of
maybe
other
have
streams.
a couple different ways of like separating things. But
Yeah.
man, if I could just have all of the Civilization games
Yeah.
in one group and just be able to say, hey, who's playing Civilization? Because right now, Civilization, I guess, I don't know if it's still this way. I assume it is. Civilization 6 is different than Civilization 6 Rise and Fall.
Yeah,
I
what
think
the
is the
heck
name
is
of the
that?
first one, which is different than the second expansion, Gathering Storm. Those are 3 different categories. And so if I want to
don't
watch
get it.
someone play Civ 6, like, I don't care which one of those
That's
they're
different.
playing.
Those are all Civ 6.
right.
You're talking about putting all the Civ games under one heading,
I
which
mean-
I think is bad for streamers. It might be good
Sure,
for you
but,
as
like,
a viewer, but
it would be great if I could select that as an option.
sure.
But
Yeah,
I mean, that's
when
what I
you're
think. Maybe-
browsing, you could
honestly,
see it grouped that way.
maybe I can. I haven't tried
Yeah, I guess
now that
not.
I think about it. But
Whatever.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
that mad about it. I just think it's
yeah,
kind of dumb.
and in the case of Tetris,
Yeah. So many. Would Tetris Attack fall there? It's not even a Tetris game. It has Tetris in the name, but it's a panel to pawn game.
we'll have to do some investigation.
I guess we will. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where that would fall.
All right.
Fine.
So you're excited.
It's going to be cool.
Let's hope you
I wish
compete.
you guys would get in on it. But, I mean, you need to play a lot of the game before you could even get anywhere in a tournament
Would you be
like
mad
this.
at me if I went home, downloaded it today, and then got into the tournament and won?
I think that was the greatest thing that ever happened if you could pull that off.
You would truly be his son.
You would have to be an absolute natural at Tetris to do that.
You don't know. You
I
never
had
know.
I had a great match today. Me and the other final guy were going at it for like 3 minutes straight, back and forth, throwing junk around. It was great. Riveting. My heart was pounding.
Did you win?
I won. Yeah.
Wow.
I told you I got a
Good
first
job.
place victory today.
You truly lost in all of our eyes, though.
What does that even mean?
Don't worry about it.
I lost by playing Tetris.
Hey,
Rude.
what's next?
I wanted to talk about Jack Black a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
We talked on a previous episode about his gaming channel, Jablonski, his new YouTube channel.
Love it.
And so the funny thing is, for a long time now, he has been doing weekly videos. He does a new video every Friday. And up until this week, he had yet to play a video game on his new gaming channel. He does all kinds of other random stuff. He hangs out with his son. He went to an arcade and played a pinball machine, which kind of counts, but not really. But until this week, he had yet to play an actual video game. And this week he played Brutal Legend.
What a great game.
What a
to
good
play.
choice, right?
I really hope
What?
really hope he plays Psychonauts next.
Do you?
Yeah. I
I mean, it's Tim Schafer, but it's not Tim.
Well,
There's a reason he played this game.
I'm pretty sure he's in Psychonauts too.
Oh, is he? I didn't realize that.
There was a during it wasn't like an interview. It was like a commercial for the Jumanji movie he was in.
Yeah.
And he said something about being in a video game with like psychic powers.
Yeah.
And that's all he said. He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm working on a video game and I may or may not have psychic powers. It's
Yeah.
like,
What could he be talking about?
What else could he really be talking about?
Who's your buddy, Tim Schafer?
My
I think
boy?
I could figure this out.
Yeah, my boy Tim Schafer.
Your boy.
We go back.
That's fun.
We go
And
back.
Jack Black looks weird with glasses on.
Doesn't he look weird with a giant beard too?
He's
Yeah,
also
that doesn't bother me so much.
it's also
Oh.
weird to
And
see
not that
him.
the glasses bother me, just it's different.
What's wrong with people with glasses, Dan?
That it's not that
Zach,
not that
get 'em.
people with glasses bother
All right,
me.
I'll be right back.
It's
Okay,
just
cool.
weird.
Thanks.
It's funny to see him
different.
being a dad too, just
Yeah.
hanging out with his kids and doing dad stuff.
So
and being a YouTuber and hitting 1 million subscribers.
he's almost at 4 million.
No way.
He's at 3.9.
When do you get the diamond button?
You
'Cause
get one at 500,000.
one
and
at
then-
100.
You get-
one at
Oh
half
yeah,
a
one at
million.
100, one at 1 million, and then one at 10 million.
So he got two of them. He unveiled two of them basically during this episode.
Wow,
it's kind of fun.
They gave it to him quick then
Yeah,
because
there's
there's
some-
like most YouTubers have to wait months for that.
But I mean, he's Jack
He's
Black.
Jack
Yeah,
Black,
he's Jack Black.
The people are probably subscribed to this channel just because it's Jack Black.
Oh, no
absolutely.
doubt. Most of them probably are.
Absolutely.
The other funny thing is he spent half of this video, literally half this video, complaining about being sick and how he has to work on his YouTube channel. He has to go work on the new Jumanji movie, and he's just feeling so sick. And how there's not going to be a video this week. We're not going to do a video this week.
Oh,
And then all of a sudden, it just randomly cuts to him playing a video game, and he's actually doing what he promised to do from the start.
nice.
He cracks me up.
Thanks, Jack.
So
Black.
I watched the video. It was fun. The reason I brought this up really though is because I wanted to know how you feel about this.
I
in
love
terms
Jack
of YouTube
Black.
at large. Because Scotty,
Yes.
you've complained that
Oh.
celebrities get special treatment when it comes to YouTube.
Yes. And
This
that's-
is exactly what happened here.
Yeah, and you're not wrong.
But you're
Absolutely.
okay with it just because it's a guy you like.
So I watched a video kind of almost explain the difference between the two. Is you have someone like Will Smith who's doing these super extravagant, like crazy things because he's Will Smith, and then you have Jack Black who literally is on a webcam playing video games, recording on his cell phone. Like
Jack Black is doing exactly what I would be doing if
Yeah.
I set up a YouTube gaming channel, essentially.
Well, he was on the set of Jumanji for part of this video, so there's
Okay.
that. But
Cool,
I get what
but I
you're saying.
mean, I could show someone something I do in my daily life too. You know,
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, like, tell me there's not a difference between Will Smith going skydiving because YouTube paid him to
Yeah.
versus Jack Black recording him going to a pinball museum and playing a pinball game on a phone.
But consider this.
Okay, what am I considering?
Jack Black's first video,
Uh-huh.
which was all there was for
Yes.
at least a week,
Yes.
was him sitting in a chair making PewDiePie jokes
Yes.
for 2 minutes.
Yes.
And that video is featured for a full week on the front page of
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, and that part is, I mean, that's fair to complain about, I think, on
Yeah.
YouTube's part, because that's, the algorithm.
But they
getting
knew
to
people
it.
would click subscribe
Right,
by
and
seeing
that's-
that.
But that also doesn't change the fact that he still did it on a webcam. He could have done it on some 4K camera he got
Yeah.
from YouTube, but he didn't. And
Yeah.
he still isn't doing anything that's mind
So
blowing.
if Will Smith gets
in
a
this
webcam
case-
and starts
No,
playing
what
games,
I'm saying is
we're all
he's
good.
acting like a YouTuber.
Yeah.
He's not acting like a celebrity.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, people are subscribing to him because he's Jack Black, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I subscribe to him because he's Jack Black. I love Jack Black as an actor. I love Will Smith as an actor.
Right.
But Will Smith isn't doing it because he wants to be a YouTuber. He's doing it because he's Will Smith, and YouTube's paying him to do it. Jack Black's doing it just because he can.
Yeah, okay.
And so when you think of
So it's about
YouTuber,
content and motivation.
It feels more authentic.
yes,
Even
it-
even just watching it on mute here for like 3 minutes, it looks more authentic. It looks
Exactly.
like he wants to do this because he wants to do this, and
Not
he's
because
trying
YouTube's
to
paying
reach
him.
the people that are likely to watch him, not do whatever he wants. And
Yeah.
he's not being
benefit
sent
just-
out skydiving or rock climbing just because.
Right.
He's
I liked the running gag of no actual video games on this video game channel. Though.
Yeah.
Now that's gone. I wonder if he'll keep playing games or if he'll go back to that.
I don't care what he does.
Yeah.
I just
Have
want
you
to
watched any of it?
No, I haven't.
It's just him.
I've watched I haven't watched
pretty
this
fun.
video, but I've watched all his other videos.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So I don't know.
I haven't seen many of them, but this was entertaining.
To be fair, and I am biased just because like Jack Black is one of my favorite actors of all time.
Right.
Period. I
Yeah.
love everything about him. I love Brutal Legends. School of Rock is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. He's just a funny guy.
Yep.
And that's what I love about him doing this, is because he's not trying to be, this amazing, mind-blowing entertainer, which he just does naturally. But like most celebrities who are on YouTube, they're doing it because they're getting paid by an agency or they're getting paid by YouTube to go do all this crazy stuff. And he's getting paid by YouTube obviously because he's making ad revenue.
but
Right.
for him, it looks like it's a hobby for him. It's
Yeah.
something that he's just enjoying doing for the sake of doing it. Where with these other channels, I mean, not that I watch a lot of YouTube, and especially not celebrities on YouTube, but
Yeah.
it sounds like they're doing it because it's another revenue stream, not because they want to engage with the community.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Right.
they're seeing the viewers as potential sources of money, not as people who might enjoy what they're doing.
I feel like I could go to PAX and watch and see Jack Black just walking through the crowd.
Yeah, probably.
That's how I feel.
He probably
honestly.
doesn't need money from this either.
No,
He's just
God,
doing it for
no.
fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? He doesn't need money.
He'll make a buck here and a buck there, but it's not. That's not why
I
he's
feel like
doing
the
it.
main reason is he's doing it to hang out with his son more. Because he
He
mentions
has-
his
he has-
son.
He has two sons.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
kids. He
They're both in
mentions
the
his
video.
kids every single time.
Right.
So I feel like it's more for them than him doing it by himself.
Yeah.
But
It was
Yeah.
it was funny
So-
watching him play Brutal Legend because there's a lot of Jack Black commentary or voiceover
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah.
Plus he was giving commentary as he was
Yeah.
playing. It's hard to keep track of which Jack Black you were hearing at any given time.
I mean, he's the main character of the game. So
Right. And he's talking constantly in that game, making Jack Black style jokes. So
good.
it
So
was
this
fun.
was for the record his 11th video on the channel.
Yeah.
How many views does it have?
3.1 million.
Jeez, that's insane.
Yeah.
Good for
That's
him.
funny. He's already beat out both Jake and Logan Paul for the most subscribed YouTube channel in the shortest amount of time.
The fastest subscribed
Yeah.
YouTube channel. Yeah.
He
I
hit a
believe it.
million in like less than I think 3 days,
Not surprising.
maybe less than that.
Yeah.
I don't
More
know.
power to him. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Cool.
like I said, I miss the old YouTube of being YouTubers, and we've had this conversation before, and we can
We
fight
have.
about it all day
No,
long.
we don't have to. I just like hearing you talk about it.
I understand YouTube is now a business, and it's more about money than it definitely used to be. But I've been watching everyone's kind of been watching the whole T-Series versus PewDiePie thing. Who's going to become the most subscribed
Right.
of all time? And I was watching a couple of videos saying and it went through from when YouTube started to the most subscribed channels of all time, all the way through until that current year. And the first 3 years, you see it all these creators who you remember being YouTubers, and then slowly it starts to move into being Vimos and different celebrity music channels and stuff like that. And towards the end of it, the top 10, there was PewDiePie, and then there was T-Series, and then there was maybe 1 or 2 YouTubers, but the rest were like music channels and stuff like that.
Right.
I miss YouTube when it was...
T-Series is a music channel too, isn't
You know,
it?
no, I know, but you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Is I miss YouTube when it was YouTube and not when it was a music channel.
Yep. And I don't think it'll ever be that again.
No, it'll never be that again. But fortunately, we have someone like PewDiePie who is still, you know, the most subscribed YouTuber of all time, and that is like almost like the last grab right there. He'll still be the most subscribed YouTuber of all time, but he won't be the most subscribed.
Well, I mean,
channel.
this whole tug of war has been going on for 6 months now.
Yeah,
and it's yet to happen. I think T-Series has overtaken him a couple times.
Yeah.
But not even for a full day.
No,
and then he's back on
I
top.
think it was for a couple minutes.
Right.
That still broke his streak, but
yeah,
it still doesn't change the fact that he's still the most subscribed channel of all
I want
time.
him to play video games again.
He
doesn't
too.
play any games anymore
No,
at all.
he doesn't.
He does his series, which are pretty funny.
His
but
like meme reviews and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Every once in a while, he'll play a video game, but no,
been a while.
I understand what you're saying.
that's why I started watching him. That's
Yeah.
the content I really enjoyed from him in the past.
But I can kind of see why he switched from what he was doing because, you know, you get bored, you get burnt out. Like a lot of talk around YouTube right now is the whole YouTube burnout thing where you just get tired of making videos and you don't want to do it anymore.
But for someone like him, that's like saying I'm tired of my day job and I don't want to do it anymore. You
Yeah.
kind of have to.
Yeah, I know, but you can always switch what you're doing.
Yeah, and it's still working for him, obviously.
Exactly.
So
And-
he has the liberty to do that.
Yeah, so I don't fault him for not playing video games as much as he used to, but you know, I understand why he kind of did what he had to do. You know, when you're on YouTube, as long as he's been and you're that person that everyone looks at,
Yep.
you need to change it up. And unfortunately, he's had a lot of bad hands handed to him throughout the years. So,
And he's made some dumb decisions.
He's made some
himself,
dumb
too.
decisions. He's apologized for them. And obviously, he makes a wrong decision. The media grabs onto it and blows it because he's the #1 most subscribed channel of all time.
Right. Of course.
But I still don't fault him for changing it up because you would get burnt out too if you kept on just playing scary video games and screaming into a camera for
Some of my favorite
6
videos of
years.
his though were the Souls games. They were they were so entertaining.
Yeah, those
He's
are
good
really
at raging.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Me too.
I don't know that about you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me more?
No, that's okay. But
Okay,
I do
cool.
want you to look at something.
No, I don't want to look at.
Get your eyeballs ready. Can you guys all scroll to the bottom of the dock for me? Real
Yeah.
quick?
Do you guys want to see some like little mangy hands?
Yeah.
Ooh, yikes.
Oh God!
That
Have
is-
you not seen that yet, Zach?
no, I
Really?
didn't. Has this been out here the whole time?
Yeah.
I put it on there yesterday. I'm so glad you didn't see it before now, though. That's perfect.
Actually,
So-
saw that in the chat
So
So,
the
from
guys,
other people.
the picture we're looking at right now is Sonic the Hedgehog IRL.
This is confirmed to be a render of the design for the new movie.
He
Sonic the
has-
Hedgehog movie.
Little white hands.
They're not gloves.
They're
just
not
white
He has
hands.
little white hands.
Uh-huh. He has
and
big old floppy beat up shoes on.
buggy eyes.
His eyes are
And they're
terrible.
Nike, by the way. They're branded.
They are. I
They
didn't
are
notice that.
branded shoes.
They have the swoosh.
And his back head is so.
I hate his posture.
I
for
hate
one.
everything about it.
He's bad. He's bad news. How could he even hold that head up? Seriously, it's huge.
How can he do anything?
Because if he's gonna look realistic, you have to think of his proportions and his weight realistically.
They don't
his
even-
head is probably half his body weight.
they don't even make
How does
him
that
look
work?
like he could be fast.
Right.
They make him look like he'll fall on his head.
It's bad news all around.
I don't enjoy it.
Nope, I sure don't either.
And think of it this way. This is just Sonic.
Right. Oh, we're gonna see Tails.
We're gonna see Tails. We're gonna
Don't
see
even
Knuckles,
go further than that, please.
Amy,
Stop.
Dr. Eggman.
I'm fine with that.
These
In fact,
are-
I think Jim Carrey is playing Dr. Eggman.
Are you kidding me?
Pretty sure I heard
That's-
that at
You're
some point.
seems
kidding me.
likely.
Yeah.
If that's the truth, I will go see this movie 10 times.
Just talked you into it, just like that, huh?
Just because of Jim Carrey.
That's pretty good.
But yeah, like if this is just Sonic,
yeah.
God help us.
What were these designers thinking?
They
This
were
in
thinking
no
of
way-
Sonic the Hedgehog IRL.
Basically, but you can't do that. And other movies have taken fantastical characters and put them in a real world setting,
what?
and it works. I guess like Detective Pikachu, but there's other older examples than that too.
That's fair.
And you can intermingle crazy CG and real life in effective ways. Why does he have to look realistic? The rest of the movie can be realistic and he can look cartoony. That's fine.
Did you see the newest trailer for Detective Pikachu, by the way?
I didn't watch that, no.
Ooh, okay.
I saw that it dropped, but I didn't watch it.
Okay.
We saw some new Pokemon for the first time,
We did,
right?
yeah.
Lickitung?
Yeah, Lickitung.
Super gross.
Ludicolo was another one.
Okay.
Ludicolo memes everywhere.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
I don't want to say too much because Dan hasn't watched it. I know a couple people haven't watched it. I wish I didn't watch it because I feel like it showed way more than it probably should have.
Is there some story in this trailer? The first one's just kind of setting stuff, basically.
I think this is just more setting stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's safe to watch then.
I feel like they showed way too much setting stuff.
Okay.
So if you want to be surprised, I would just not watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be happy with not watching it.
I'll just not watch the movie.
Are
How
you
about
gonna?
that?
Okay. Are you gonna go see this Sonic movie with his scrawny little hands?
After this?
Yeah.
I don't know that I can bring myself to do it.
Do you think he can actually like hold like a chili dog in those hands?
Oh, yeah. It's going to get all in his fur and stuff.
Gross.
Super gross.
It's
How
gonna-
is this character going to eat a
it's-
chili dog
it's
and not
gonna
get
be
covered
like-
in it?
Covered in his beard. He's like, I'm just gonna save that for later.
Gross.
I hate this. I hate everything about this. But we're still
Nobody
gonna
likes it.
We're
I haven't heard or talked to a single person or online that has said anything positive about
Let me
this.
hang on. I just
What
saw.
were they thinking?
I just saw on Kotaku
I kind of like it.
an article that the creators even they commented on it, and let me try and find
And it's
this.
too late to go back now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it too late?
I would have preferred them to hand draw a cartoon style Sonic into this movie.
So the creator of Sonic, I'm gonna butcher this. Yuji Naka took to Twitter.
It's perfect.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Thank you.
nailed it.
I feel like you're lying to me.
No, it's true. You did.
Twitter explained exactly what he didn't like about the design.
Oh, cool. What did he say? I didn't see this.
He said, and I
The
got.
creator weighed in on
Oh,
it.
yeah, here we go. So this is translated tweets. He's like, I feel like with this Sonic here, visually, the important thing is to look at it as to look at its head and body ratio and the roundness of its abdomen.
Yep.
I wonder if they couldn't have balanced that a little bit better.
Yeah.
These images of Sonic aren't officially from the movie making source. I think it's possible they're being strictly leaked, though getting people talking about it because it's bad can't be good for Sonic's existing IP.
Aw,
So
sad
basically, he exactly what you said.
Yeah.
is
His proportions just
his
don't work
proportions are weird,
for a realistic character.
but to also this may not be exactly what's going to be in the movie.
It sounds like it is, though.
Like when you look at this photo, you think of him being as tall as like Zach. So when you
Can you
Why did you say
imagine?
Gross.
that? Imagine him in this room right now.
just a 6
I would
foot tall Sonic.
Scream and run out of here. Yeah.
Um,
Terrifying.
but basically, like what he's saying is don't let this image. This might not be the final design of what we're actually going to see in the movie.
But we've seen a couple other renders of different parts of his body and poses, and they all look bad. They all look gross.
Absolutely.
So I don't know that what the movie's going to give us.
We can
anything
all
better.
hold our breath.
Try
and
this real quick.
Okay.
Take your hand,
Uh-huh.
cover up his body, and just look at his head.
I don't want to.
It's fine. Honestly, his eyes could use some work, but it's fine.
Yeah, his
So
eyes are a
I've
little
come to the
weird.
conclusion it's really just his body that's the problem. And that's
Yeah.
not nice of me to say, but
Like-
you know what I mean.
Are you body shaming?
I
him
am
right now?
body shaming Sonic the Hedgehog.
Wow.
But
if they made him scrawnier and his body a little bit rounder,
that's it. I don't want him muscular. I want real spindly legs and
You
big
don't-
white gloves.
you don't want little dainty rat hands.
Don't like those at all. Is
well,
that a claw on
You're
one of his
missing out.
hands?
It might be.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, I want to see what Knuckles and Tails looks like because you know they have to be in this movie.
Knuckles is
They
going to
have
be massive.
Knuckles
He's
is
going to be
gonna
so buff. I hate
his
it.
massive chest.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, hey, we're coming up towards the end of the episode. Zach,
Yeah.
hit us with that trivia.
Yes.
How old is Master Chief?
God, what a dumb question.
I have a question too that I can ask after this.
All right.
We could have two trivia questions this week.
Okay.
How old is Master Chief?
54. Wait, what do you mean age? Like
The character, or
Yeah, the
how long has
character-
the character existed?
How old is the character inside the
50.
universe?
Oh,
in the lore.
In the lore.
54.
Is he even human?
Yeah.
Yes.
He
He's a
is.
super soldier.
He's
Oh,
He's like Captain
genetically
America.
modified super soldier.
but just not
that
as
sleeps
old
a
as
lot.
Captain America.
22.
You Googled that, you cheater.
I was about to say that like I have the browser open and I had to resist the urge to just Google it.
I'm saying 54.
But I did resist the urge.
That was just the first number that popped in.
54.
That's the
He's
first
an old
nu-
man super soldier.
Yeah, that's the first number that popped in my head.
He was never cryogenically frozen, was he?
He was, yes.
Oh, this wrinkles things.
But it was just like for like space transport. It wasn't like he was frozen in a time capsule for X hundred amount of years.
I
Let's
think
just
this
say
is important information.
He was frozen 5 to 8 years.
I'm still saying 54.
You're probably not too
I'm
far
going
off.
to modify
No,
wow,
Dan.
you
Yes.
cheater! You
based
can't.
on new information that was given during the show.
He was
just
15 when he was
now.
frozen. Dan.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to modify to 28, I guess, to basically keep the same guess accounting for cryogenic
Okay.
freezing.
All right.
Yeah, okay. 48.
All right. And then you went with
54.
54. All right.
54.
All right, cool.
Yeah. What's
One
your question?
My question is slightly more topical.
Okay.
I wish I could have asked it last week, but I wasn't here. What did Regie Fils-Aime do before he worked at Nintendo?
Ooh, that's good.
Oh, man.
Oh my
I have
god.
no idea.
I remember looking him up and I feel like I read this.
Ooh, I feel like he was like a department manager at like an electronic company or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? What you got? Just take a shot in the dark if you don't know.
I was gonna say he's a waiter.
I think he worked at like a light bulb producing plant.
Okay.
I bet you he was a fast food manager, store manager.
All right. These are good guesses.
Just
What do you
because
think?
I have no
I
idea.
already know.
Oh, okay,
I
fair
already know
enough.
the answer to this
Well,
question.
hey, blah 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 blah.
Well
blah.
said, sir.
Sorry.
Thanks for joining us this week.
Yes. Sorry.
It's good to be back.
That's what I wanted
missed
to
you
say.
guys.
Yes.
Thank you ever so much to
Absolutely.
nwczradio.com
Yep.
for letting us use this awesome studio.
As always.
As always.
And don't forget to check us out on different podcasting sites as well as Twitter, iTunes, Facebook,
YouTube, as of now.
Leave us those reviews.
Instagram.
Instagram.
yeah. Which you just posted something the other
I
day.
did.
too.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
So don't forget to check us out at the Video Game Pharmacy. Video Game Pharmacy.
.com. No, that doesn't
Dot
exist yet. Don't go there. Wait, and nobody take it
Is
either.
that foreshadowing?
I don't know. We'll see.
Potentially. Anyway, we'll see you guys next week here on VGRx. From Zach,
Yep.
Dan,
See ya.
Brittin, thanks for coming back.
Anytime.
And
Bye,
me,
guys.
Scott. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Peace out.
The pharmacy is now closed.